Hello everybody, my name is Freddy Munoz. I am 45 years old. I've been studying at UNAD. This is my 9th semester. I've been teaching English for more than 22 years. I belong to SEAD Medellin. And my pedagogical experience, number one, I made it here in Medellin, in the university, with an average of 25 students per class. It was a very good experience. This defense of my practice, I'm going to base it principally on the fact that it was pretty good for me to work here in Medellin because I was close to my teachers, Claudia, Juliana, Juan Carlos, because to me it was very important that the fact that they were surrounded me, and maybe if I had any question or something like that. It was a very good experience since my students let me know that they felt very comfortable and very happy because this opportunity, not only for me as a student, but for them as students from different courses or careers. The experience was very well because we could have an A1 level course based on a common European framework. It was a very good experience because the classes were very communicative. I used the communicative approach and different strategies. It was a very good experience because most of them, I think all of them, were adults. I think that the youngest one was about 17 years old. It was a girl. And during these practices, I could put in practice different strategies. As I told you, I've been teaching for a long time, and I've had the opportunity to work for private schools, different academies. The last 5 years, I've worked for SENA as a virtual teacher, but as a face-to-face teacher too. And I have to say that it wasn't difficult for me because of my previous experience. But what I have to tell you, tutor, is that I have been teaching English for a long time with a TKT, and my English proficiency, according to SEPTO, I think. I don't remember well the name of the test. My level is B2. But as I have been expressing in different environments, when I decided to enroll here at UNAD, I didn't know that it was going to be that amazing or that exciting experience for me, because here at the university I have learned a lot of things that I have been doing just in the field. I remember when I started being a teacher, it was at Colombo Europeo here in Medellin. Actually, currently it doesn't exist anymore. And I love English, I love languages, I love teaching. And after taking that TKT course and 3 modules exams, I got band 4, and I began teaching in different schools, private schools. I could improve my methodology, different strategies, but when I got to the university, I could understand many things. especially for those authors, psychologists, different people who is specialized in pedagogy, especially for English learning, and the different courses that I have taken here at UNAD. They have helped me a lot. I think that the most talking about my action plans. Always, I consider myself a very sensitive teacher, and I understand that in order for me to be better every day, I need to make some changes. But we are not able to make changes unless we evaluate, self-evaluate, or peer evaluate, because sometimes we think that everything is okay, that we are working in the way that nothing is necessary to be changed. But I consider that changes are relevant nowadays. Some of the actions I am trying to implement in my teacher development is the fact that I need to understand that new students need new strategies. Students nowadays are different from those when we used to study. The way that they learn, that they communicate is different, and we need to make those disruptive changes in the way that we teach. Another thing that I consider very important, and that I have been applying for a long time, about 5 years ago, I understood how important it was for us to understand that since in Colombia, especially in Colombia, because I have had the opportunity to teach all around Colombia in about 13 cities, we don't like English classes. We hate English. And sometimes youngsters, hate English because of the things that they have heard from their parents about English. They have been told that English is boring, it's very difficult, the pronunciation is almost impossible to get. And those things, I think that we need to begin by telling our students that it's completely different. English is a little bit difficult, yes, I know that. But we need to make them understand that it's not that kind of monster that they were told. That today is easier if we take advantage of all the technologies and all of these different kinds of social networks. We need to transmit them that English is possible to be learned, but sometimes we project that feeling, that negative feelings towards English, toward languages, in the way that we teach, the way that we stand up in front of them. Sometimes we are working, but looking at the watch, looking at the time. Yes, but when you love what you do, it is projected to your students, and they can feel that learning or teaching English is very good, is fascinating. I love teaching English. I think that we need to make some changes in our concept, first of all. Okay, I think that nowadays is that what I have been mentioning about those challenges that we need to face nowadays is the fact that we need to tell our students, to make them understand that English is not that difficult that people have told. Maybe some people have had bad experiences in different schools or academies with English, and they transmitted that feeling, that bad feeling to their sons, their daughters. And we need to break that feeling. We need to try to transmit a relaxing environment. I consider the rapport the most difficult part or aspect when we teach, because when you have a good rapport with your students, they can feel not that you are only a human being, that you were able to learn English, but that you are there in the classroom to support them, to support the process. You need them to understand that you are a sympathetic person, that you understand that sometimes it's difficult for them, but you can help them. We have a lot of students that work at the same time that they study, and sometimes we treat them as if they were children, and they feel that we project that. We need to make them understand that we are in the classroom to support them. I consider those aspects are very important. I would recommend the new teachers to love what they do, because in that way you're going to transmit to your students a relaxing environment. I consider myself a successful teacher because of that, because I love what I do every day, every single day that I wake up, and I know that I'm going to teach 20, 25, 30, 35 students. I feel that I'm a very fortunate fortunate person, because I have the honor to be in front of 20, 25 students to transmit what I know, to take them to the knowledge. I think it's very important that you understand that the student is the protagonist, not you. Not you. We are just those guides. We only help students to meet with knowledge through their learning styles, taking into account the way that they learn, understanding that they are different, that any student is a person, and they learn in different ways at different time. That's my recommendation. Thank you very much. This has been very, very amazing experience for me. Thank you very much.